Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it's time for many people's favorite blog, which is my longest running blog series besides my own training, and that is my client Emma. So they are out of town this week, but training went great. She got a PR, closed grip bench press with 30 pounds of band tension. She got 135. So you guys saw there was a 45 on each side, so that's before the band tension is added. So we're pretty happy with that. That means she's back to making progress. As far as assistance work goes on max effort upper day, we do chin-ups. We did some flat benching and some dumbbell bench pressing. So we were going to do floor press, but she didn't have a good spot there to do floor press apparently. She said she didn't have a space that actually worked right for it. So I ended up telling her we'll just do some flat benching. Of course, she didn't get that message, and I didn't see that until she was into the workout. So it got worked in a little later. So no, these are not necessarily out of order. A lot of times I'll say, "Oh, these files are out of order," and I threw them in the thing. But in this case, this really is the order she did it in. And of course, that will reduce the weight she can bench because she did dumbbell pressing first. But we're okay with that. And I do think something to think about here, though, also, if you want to talk about a great combination for just overall upper body development, flat benching with the bar followed by flat benching with dumbbells. You'll see people say, well, that seems really redundant. It's like, no, not really. They're very balanced movements. In other words, the entire chest gets used on flat. And again, you have the advantage of dumbbells for one and the advantages of barbells for the other. They're actually quite a different movement that both have the potential for really putting on a lot of muscle. So it's actually a great combination, right? You throw in the chins in there, then the laterals and stuff she does, and we're good to go. And she didn't get all of that on film, so some of that's thrown in later. That's one reason this one's going to be a little shorter than normal. Oh no, I don't get my mid video ad revenue. I'm at the point where honestly my YouTube is not what I live on. Doesn't matter. It's nice when I get the extra money though. So I like the 8-minute videos. But we just didn't get enough footage. So max effort a lower day though, as you guys saw there, she did a back squat against the bands, and that was 230. So that was 210 plus the bands. So that is actually a PR for her. That's a 10-pound PR against bands. So again, we're very happy with that. I had her do some good mornings that day, but I don't think we got those on film. She did have access to a belt squat, and so we did a belt squat and pull-throughs. And of course, she messaged me and said, wow, the belt squat really lit my quads up. I'm like, yep. That's why long-term I would love if her and Louie got one. It's just at the current house, they don't have space at their main house. So in the long term, when they do a bigger one there, they'll have room for it again. Because they've changed houses like 3 times since I've been coaching them. All right, and then we do that, and then we finished up with hanging leg raises. So for a lot of the dynamic stuff, I don't think we got all the footage, so this is where we're going to come up just a little bit short. So for speed bench, again, as you guys know, for Emma, we do speed bench with bands, 3 sets wide, 3 sets medium, 3 sets close, right? 9 by 3. So, pretty straightforward. And I don't ever change that for her. If they ever get chains, I will change it and I will rotate chains and bands. But it works fine because look at what she benches, right? Look at what she benches. For a lean woman, she's doing pretty good. We're happy with it. I think people need to remember that her and Louie, even though they're very, very strong, they're not competitors anymore. Neither one of them really feel like competing in another sport. They just want to be strong. They want to be fit. So I train them like my power lifters and other athletes, but they're now basically retired athletes, right? They both have done sports in college and everything else, and they don't anymore. So they do this to stay fit, right? And I put them on hardcore strength training. They do conjugate. They have a reverse hyper. We train with the bands. We train with the specialty bars. We do all that stuff. And the end result is that just people like them who are technically Gen Pop now because they're not competitors, look how strong and fit and jacked they are. Okay? They are in better shape than the average gym goer, in terms of their overall development. And it's because we run this same type of training. And the thing is, that's why I tell people, your Gen Pop people can do this stuff. They can do conjugate training, right? In fact, they'll thrive on it if you know how to program it. All right, there's our one fluff movement we do because she does like her delts. So we do those cable laterals right now. So again, her speed upper is pretty much normal. The dynamic lower slightly different because of the gym environment, but they did have a specialty bar there. They had the safety squat bar. That's the same one I own actually. She didn't get a chance to film just due to angles and busyness in the gym at the time. She didn't get her dynamic lower stuff on, but we got some of the assistance work, so we'll put it up here. So we got the safety bar good mornings. She got the belt squat, which again, letting her use that for the entirety of the time, we're getting a nice novel training response. We might get a little stronger quads and adductors out of it. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the belt squat. Most of you know. It's like I'm a big fan of the reverse hyper. And everyone's always like, oh, you're a dogmatic guy who only likes barbell movements. Unless it's a really, really awesome machine. And I think there are some awesome machines out there. These are two of them, enough so that I've bought them. I prescribe them to my clients if they have access, right? They're great tools. And we should use great tools if they're the right tool for our job. And then, of course, she finishes up with her hanging leg raises. I just wish they would have had a reverse hyper at this gym. Then everything would have been great. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.